Tariffs are taxes on imported goods. They are a tool used by governments to influence international trade. Essentially, tariffs make foreign goods more expensive for domestic consumers. This price difference aims to make domestically produced goods more appealing. The goal is often to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. Historically, tariffs were a major source of government revenue. Today, they are more commonly used for economic and political reasons. The use of tariffs is a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides. Governments must carefully weigh the potential benefits and drawbacks before implementing tariffs. The global economy adds another layer of complexity. Imposing a tariff is straightforward. It involves the government setting a specific tax rate on imported goods. This tax is added to the price of these goods when they enter the country, making them more expensive. The importing company is responsible for paying this tax to their government, which then collects the revenue. The increased cost is then passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices on the shelves. This price increase has several effects on the economy and consumer behavior. First, it makes the imported goods less competitive relative to domestically produced goods, which may be cheaper. This can protect domestic industries from foreign competition and potentially lead to job creation and economic growth. However, it also leads to higher prices for consumers, affecting their purchasing decisions. They may have to pay more for the same goods or switch to less desirable domestic alternatives, impacting their satisfaction. This can reduce consumer purchasing power and overall economic welfare, leading to a more cautious spending behavior. There are several arguments in favor of tariffs, which are taxes imposed on imported goods. One argument is that tariffs can protect domestic industries from unfair competition by making imported goods more expensive. For example, if a foreign country is dumping goods, selling them below cost, tariffs can level the playing field and help local businesses compete. Tariffs can also be used to protect industries that are considered essential for national security, ensuring that critical sectors remain robust. For example, a country might impose tariffs on steel imports to protect its domestic steel industry, which is considered vital for national defense and infrastructure. Furthermore, tariffs can be used as a bargaining chip in trade negotiations, giving countries leverage in discussions. By threatening to impose tariffs, a country can try to extract concessions from its trading partners, pushing for better terms. This strategy aims to achieve a more favorable trade agreement, ultimately benefiting the country's economy and its industries. While tariffs can offer short-term benefits, such as protecting domestic industries and generating government revenue, they often lead to negative long-term consequences that outweigh these initial gains. One of the most significant drawbacks is that tariffs raise prices for consumers, making everyday goods more expensive. This can reduce consumer spending and slow economic growth, as people have less disposable income to spend on other goods and services. Another downside is that tariffs can lead to retaliation from other countries, creating a cycle of escalating trade barriers. If one country imposes tariffs, other countries may respond with their own tariffs, leading to a tit-for-tat situation. This can escalate into a trade war, where everyone loses, as global trade slows down and supply chains are disrupted. Tariffs can also lead to economic inefficiency by distorting market signals and resource allocation. By protecting domestic industries from competition, tariffs can discourage innovation and efficiency, leading to stagnation. This can result in higher prices and lower quality goods for consumers in the long run, as companies have less incentive to improve. Finally, tariffs can exacerbate global trade tensions, making international cooperation more difficult. The use of tariffs can create a climate of protectionism and distrust among nations, hindering efforts to address global economic issues. This can make it more difficult to address shared economic challenges, ultimately harming everyone involved.